A world left in ruins, civilization burned to ash. In the chaos, one man is sent on a deadly mission to retrieve a powerful artifact that could change everything. But every step forward means blood, betrayal, and brutal survival. Enemies everywhere. No rules, no mercy. Only one goal: get it or die trying. This isn't just a journey through wastelands, it's a race against destruction. Let's dive into the savage world of Afterburner.
Electricity, this single force, was the foundation of modern human civilization. Mobile phones, computers, factories, hospitals, everything depended on it. But one day, without warning, a catastrophic disaster struck the solar system. A strange and powerful solar flare hit the Earth. In a single moment, every electronic device on the planet stopped working. Electricity vanished forever, and it never came back. Without electricity, the modern world could not survive. Factories shut down, millions lost their jobs. Slowly, governments collapsed. Law and order disappeared. Power shifted into the hands of the rich and the armed. Money became worthless. Only weapons, food, and rare valuables held value. This ruined world is all that remains of Earth. And in this broken world lives one man, Jack. Before the fall of civilization, Jack was one of the most famous treasure hunters in the world. Whether buried beneath deserts or hidden deep under the ocean, finding lost objects was his specialty. He was independent and solitary. Working under anyone was never his style. But 6 years after the collapse of the world, very few people still remember his name. Yet Jack never gave up treasure hunting. One day, we see Jack entering an abandoned city in England on his bike. He rides straight into a ruined building, carefully surveys the surroundings, then moves toward an old luxury hotel nearby. Climbing the dark staircase, he reaches a massive bookshelf. With his experienced eyes, Jack discovers a hidden door. Using explosives, he blows open the steel entrance and steps inside. There he finds a locker, secured with an alphabet-based password. Using a light source, Jack analyzes the fingerprints and cracks the code. Inside the locker, he finds old photo albums and a gramophone. The gramophone works without electricity. As soon as Jack plays a specific record, another hidden locker opens. Inside it lies one of the most valuable violins the world had ever known. As Jack exits with the violin, a group of men dressed as police stop him. They order him to leave the item behind, but Jack immediately realizes they are not police, they are thieves. In seconds, a brutal fight breaks out. Gunfire, hand-to-hand combat, blades. Jack takes down the entire gang alone. In the end, the leader dies when the blade in his hand explodes. Jack calmly leaves the hotel. He delivers the violin to a powerful, wealthy man, August. August is obsessed with collecting rare and priceless artifacts. Through his assistant, August informs Jack that he has another major job for him. But the moment Jack hears the location, he refuses. The mission requires traveling to another country, a place where no one even knows. If humans still exist, Jack is not willing to take that risk. He returns to his base, an abandoned factory that he calls home. Traps are set everywhere, because in this world, no one can be trusted. His only companion is a dog. Jack feeds the dog, checks his payment. Food, water, some supplies, and an old vinyl record. Music plays on the gramophone. Sitting alone, Jack slowly drinks alcohol. Eventually, exhausted, he falls asleep, and here begins the preparation for the most dangerous mission of his life. In his sleep, Jack sees a beautiful dream. He is floating peacefully on a small boat across a calm river. This was his greatest dream, to leave behind all fighting and violence, and simply drift through life on a boat. Suddenly, a noise wakes him up. Gun in hand, Jack steps outside and finds a soldier trapped in one of his snares. The soldier claims he is not a thief. August sent him. August has an offer Jack cannot refuse. Without hesitation, Jack heads straight to August's factory. August waits at a large table. Jack sits down without asking permission. With a slight smile, August says, "Your courage impresses me." Then he gets to the point. August knows Jack's weakness, a boat. He says, "Complete this mission, and I'll give you the boat of your dreams." Now Jack is interested. The mission: recover the world-famous Mona Lisa painting. The artwork is hidden in a secret location. August promises maps, supplies, food, everything. Tempted by the boat, Jack accepts the mission. August arranges an aircraft, but the plane is in terrible condition, riddled with bullet holes. August hands Jack the maps and says his contact will reach him in the center of Paris. That evening, Jack boards the plane with the pilot. After flying a short distance, the pilot announces there is a fuel leak. The plane cannot continue. There is only one solution: a parachute jump. Jack panics. He has never used a parachute in his life, but there is no choice. At that moment, they enter a restricted zone and soldiers open fire on the aircraft. Any delay would mean certain death. Following the pilot's instructions, Jack gathers his courage and jumps. He lands safely, but the moment he looks around, he realizes this place is not normal. Fire everywhere, smoke in the air, bodies hanging from buildings. This city is ruled by a ruthless man, Volkop. Anyone who dares to rebel is executed publicly, without mercy. Jack tries to leave the city immediately, but suddenly, a massive tank rolls straight toward him. Death feels inevitable. Out of nowhere, a missile strikes the tank. Rebels launch an attack and eliminate the soldiers inside. Using the chaos as cover, Jack escapes. Meanwhile, Volkop receives the news. A man has parachuted into the city from an aircraft. He orders his right-hand man, Gornick, "Bring that man to me, no matter what." Walking through the city, Jack reaches the slum district. The people here live in constant fear of Volkop. To blend in, Jack changes into dirty clothes. Suddenly, he witnesses something horrifying. A soldier commander publicly executes 2 civilians for violating curfew. It's not punishment, it's a warning. Jack quietly tries to move away, but a few soldiers grow suspicious of him. In a split second, Jack attacks. He slams one soldier into a car door, smashes another through a windshield. Once again, Jack proves he is not an ordinary man. When one soldier lunges at him with a knife, Jack grabs his arm and kills him with his own blade.
Within seconds, Jack takes down the rest. Just then, another soldier aims a gun at Jack from behind. Before he can fire, a woman appears and slits the soldier's throat. Her name is Olivia. Olivia reveals she works for August. Since the moment Jack parachuted in, she had been watching him from a distance. She says coldly, "If you couldn't survive this far, I would have let you die, because what's ahead is far worse." Jack has proven himself. Olivia agrees to work with him. As they attempt to escape the city quietly, they catch the attention of a general. They rush into a church. Inside, they meet a man named Samson. Samson possesses a crucial map, hidden by the rebels. He shows them a bulletproof vehicle and explains the route ahead. But before they can leave, the general surrounds the church with his forces. Samson tells Jack and Olivia to run, while he distracts the soldiers. He shoots the general. Moments later, the soldiers gun Samson down. His sacrifice gives Jack and Olivia the chance to escape. The sound of their radio reveals their location. Tanks are deployed. The church is destroyed. But Jack and Olivia break through the back entrance and escape in the vehicle. Checkpoints, gunfire, tanks. After pushing through everything, they finally make it out of the city. That night, at a remote location, Olivia tells Jack the truth. Volkop doesn't just want the painting, he wants the weapons hidden inside the locker. Those weapons represent the greatest power left in this world. They must reach the destination fast. Olivia hands Jack a small paper boat, a simple object, but a symbol of Jack's dream. The next day, they arrive at an abandoned area. The place is infested with man-eating rats, creatures driven mad by years of hunger. They find the locker, but it's already open. The smell of explosives tells Jack everything has been moved. From a notebook, they recover a code written in French. Olivia translates it, but Jack realizes the code isn't literal. After careful thought, he deciphers the real location, Central Hub. When the rats attack, Jack throws explosives and escapes. They enter the Central Hub. To their shock, the machines inside are still running, without electricity. Olivia realizes this place is actually a vault. The only way inside is is through an air pipe. Inside the pipe, a massive rotating fan blocks the path. Olivia destroys the solar panels. The fan stops just as Jack is about to fall. The chamber fills with water. Jack begins to drown. Using his last strength, he forces open a steel door. Finally, Jack reaches the vault. Inside, he finds the Mona Lisa. But the truth is even more terrifying. This is not the real painting. It is a massive nuclear bomb, and the Mona Lisa is mounted directly on top of it. Jack is stunned, but Olivia already knew everything. She reveals the real mission. They were never here for the painting. They were here for the nuclear weapon. Olivia tells Jack the final truth. During World War II, when the United States dropped a nuclear bomb on Japan, another bomb was secretly preserved, meant for Russia. That bomb is this one. August wants control of it, not to use it, but to keep it out of the hands of monsters like Volkop. Jack doesn't believe her. He says, in this world, no one is good anymore. There may be no difference between August and Volkop. Jack wants no part of this war. But at that very moment, Volkop arrives at the central hub with his army. Gunfire erupts. The rebels fall one by one. Volkop obtains the vault key and loads the nuclear bomb onto his train. Jack starts walking away, but then he sees the paper boat Olivia gave him, his dream, his conscience. Everything comes rushing back. Jack turns around. Bodies everywhere. Olivia is alive, but broken. Jack reassures her. Volkop won't win. If we have to, we'll blow up the entire train. Together, they plant explosives throughout the facility. The central hub is destroyed. That night, Volkop's train moves slowly through the darkness. Enraged, Volkop shoots the conductor dead. At a bridge ahead, Jack is waiting. He leaps onto the moving train. Grenades, gunfire, hand-to-hand combat. Jack takes down the guards one by one. Then he faces Volkop's right-hand man, Gornick. During the brutal fight, Jack is thrown beside the nuclear bomb. At that moment, Volkop himself opens fire. Jack cleverly pulls Gornick in front of him. The bullets tear through Gornick, killing him. Using the opening, Jack charges Volkop. With a compass, he stabs through Volkop's hand and rips away the bomb's activation key. Meanwhile, Olivia has planted explosives on another bridge. As the train reaches it, everything detonates at once. The bridge collapses. Volkop's train, along with the nuclear bomb, plunges into deep water and is destroyed. Olivia collapses in tears, believing Jack is dead. Then suddenly, Jack appears and says, after everything we went through, this is when you start crying. Olivia grabs him and holds him tightly. Days later, Jack returns to England. He hands the nuclear key to August. The bomb will never fall into anyone's hands again. Jack makes it clear he's done with treasure hunting. No more danger, no more bloodshed. August keeps his promise. He gives Jack the boat of his dreams. In the final scene, Jack is seen drifting peacefully down a river, just like in his dream. But this time, he isn't alone. Olivia is by his side. In a broken world, they choose hope. And with that, the story ends on a quiet, optimistic note. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you spending time here. If you found this helpful, please like the video and subscribe for more every week. Turn on notifications so you don't miss the next upload.